All right, day 2, Nashville Film Festival. I'm here with Hannah from the Planters, which may be one of the most unique film concepts that we have. Can you tell us a little bit about how you guys decided to just have 2 of you, no crew, when you created this film?
Yeah, it just started as a wild hair idea to go and shoot our first feature, and it turned into a much bigger production. We didn't realize it would take us almost 130 days to shoot.
What was the one most challenging thing that kind of surprised you, maybe?
Hair and makeup. That is not an easy thing to do. To the hair and makeup department, you are angels. That was really hard.
Yeah.
Set design was really fun, but keeping track of all the props was very hard. Just wearing all the hats in general was quite an incredible challenge.
This is such an exciting night, the world premiere of Chuck Berry, which this is the highlight of this week for sure.
Right.
So I'd like to know a little bit about how this came about.
Well, there were quite a few right after my dad passed away. People that presented various ideas, and then John Brewer came along. And John has done fabulous work in the past, and my mom, who is the leader of this pack, who isn't here this evening, we all came to a group decision, but it was her decision to go with John, and that's how it came about.
So what is it like for you guys being able to come here to Nashville, for the world premiere in Music City?
I feel very honored just to be a part of it for me.
And what do you hope that people learn after they leave the theater about Chuck Berry that maybe they didn't know before?
That he was real.
Right.
There was Chuck Berry, the entertainer, but that's an image.
Right.
The other side of that is Charles Edward Anderson Berry, my dad, her grandfather, her father-in-law. That's what you'll see.
How do you feel coming to Nashville, realizing that this is the world premiere of such an important film?
I would just have to say it's an honor,
Yeah.
just to be wholly involved in the whole process and keeping the family abreast, with everything that's going on, and just allowing us to share this moment that we're sharing, a whole life with the rest of the world. So, it's just nice to be able to do it all together and, fellowship around it.
When people see this film, what is one thing that you want them to learn about your grandfather?
I guess just more so about him as a person.
Yeah.
A lot of times, with people that gain a lot of notoriety, kind of more so the image becomes the thing that speaks for the person instead of who they are themselves. So hopefully it can give people a little bit of insight into the type of man he was in regards to his family and his career and everything else. And they can just appreciate him for the same way we did.
So my movie is called The Short History of the Long Road, and it's a road trip movie starring Sabrina Carpenter, who plays a young girl named Nola who grows up living out of a van, and she's raised by her father, Clint, who's played by Stephen Ogg, and she's only ever known life on the road, and she's always been curious what life, in a more traditional setting would look like, and she's always wondered about her mother who left when she was a baby, so she sets off to reconnect with her and winds up working at a garage run by Danny Trejo.
It sounded like, too, when I read about it, that she does a really standout performance in this film.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
And this is her first lead role in a dramatic movie, and it's like nothing she's ever done before, and she's really spectacular.
People leave the theater. How do you hope that they feel?
I hope it encourages people to explore the road less traveled.
Why do you think it is important for a story like this to be heard right now?
In our society, for a long time, we have denied the existence of members of the trans community. So, for me, as a director, it's an honor to be able to elevate their voices on this film. So.
This is a good time to talk about this film, and it's important to engage the audience about it as well, and not just the audiences that are from the trans community, but the extended families and the friends and so forth. And that's why we made this film at this moment.
And there's something important about this film as well, is that every trans role has been played by a trans actor.
Something I hope people walk away with is just be kind and be patient with your family. And I know everyone has their family drama and has their disagreements, but family is so important. And I would love if people walked away and called their grandma or called that brother or that uncle they haven't talked to in a while and just reconnect, because that's your history and your family is everything. So
It's really special for myself. A good number of my family is here, my wife and my sister, and daughters and nieces, some nephews, and we all came out in force to see this premiere. It's a very good testament to somebody that's very near and dear to my heart, and that being my father. And I believe that this is excellent too, and I hope you enjoy it.
Our new man in charge, Jason.
On behalf of the Nashville Film Festival's 50th anniversary, I just want to thank you all for coming out tonight, and let's enjoy some more music.